God says, this message is for you. Don't try to skip this. Don't tell this to anyone. Listen carefully, with every fiber of your attention, because you are standing at a doorway and I am calling you through it. Archangel Michael stands beside me and he is urgent tonight, he will not be quiet. He says, last chance, 7 minutes remain before a vault is revealed in your name. Do not treat this like a parable. Do not shrug it off as a dream you can forget when your coffee cools. This is real in the way that love is real, in the way that breath is real, immediate, necessary, life-giving. You may be thinking, this is too much. Who am I to be spoken to like this? Hear me plainly, I know the shape of your days. I know the places you have hidden your hopes because you were afraid someone would steal them, or laugh at them, or call them small. I have been with you in the quiet places you think no one sees. I have watched you tuck fragments of prayer into pockets and call them courage. I have watched you bargain with silence and return empty-handed. And I tell you now, enough of hiding. Enough of waiting for permission from the world. There is a vault with your name on it, not because you are owed the world by merit, but because grace is not transactional. Grace is a river that finds the dry cracks in the land and pours itself in. Archangel Michael says, rise. This is a summons to the very marrow of your life. 7 minutes, the time it takes to make a choice, the time it takes to stand and step forward. You will feel urgency like heat on your skin, like the moment before dawn when birds begin to stir. This is not to terrify you, but to break the crust of fear that has sealed your joy. You are chosen not because you are flawless, but because you are willing, even in your trembling. Do not let your mind trap you in, I can't. I know every argument your mind will attempt, too late, too broken, not enough time, not enough worth. Those are lies that have worn thin with use. Replace them with truth. You are being invited. The vault is not a prize for the few, it is a provision for a life that says yes. Open your hands. Open your heart. Open your mouth and speak the words I put there for you. Speak them as if your life depends on it, because it does. This vault I speak of contains more than coins or papers. It holds restoration, it holds opportunity, it holds the name of a calling you once whispered and then buried. It contains keys, not only to treasure, but to the rooms of your own soul that you have long avoided. Inside are answers you have prayed for, people you will meet who will not be accidental, and the courage to do what you have avoided. When it opens, do not be surprised if what you receive does not look like the outline in your mind. Miracles rarely arrive in outlines we drew. They come in the ragged, beautiful wrapping of being precisely what you need next. I am telling you this because there has been too much waiting. Waiting has taught you to conserve hope as if it were a currency that must not be spent. But hope is not wealth to hoard, hope is a force that multiplies when released. Release it now. Do not hoard it for a safer season. There is no safer season than this one, not for the dreams inside you. Archangel Michael leans forward and his voice is a blade of light. He says, "Remove the masks you cling to. Confess to yourself the small, honest truths, that you are tired, that you have been hurt, that you have loved and been refused. Name these things aloud. Naming releases chains. Say, I am ready. Say, I will receive. Say, I will step." The vault answers to confession, to honest courage, to the sound of a spirit refusing to remain small. You will be tempted to check the world for validation first, to wait for a call, a message, a coin to fall. Do not wait. The vault opens to your readiness, not to the applause of others. Prepare your inner room. Untangle the lies you took as garlands. Soften the places you have sharpened to protect yourself. There is a certain wildness in softness. It is the strength to be vulnerable without apology. Vulnerability aligns with destiny. If fear grips you, look at your hands. They are the instruments of creation. You have sown, cooked, written, wiped again. Those hands are not empty. They have held your child and the hand of a friend, even when you felt you had nothing to give. Those hands will open the vault. You are more capable than your fear tells you. Do not be surprised if the way the vault opens asks things of you. Sometimes opening requires a letting go. A door cannot fully open if you keep your shoulder braced against what must leave. Are there people you have been holding on to because the idea of being alone scares you? Are there habits you call refuge that are actually rust? There will be sacrifices, not atonements, but gentle surrenders that make room. Surrender is not loss when it clears space for arrival. This message is not a test of merit. It is a call to integrity. Where you have been pretending, to yourself, to others, let there be an end to the pretense. Integrity clears the channels through which provision flows. Speak truth even when it trembles. Forgive where you can, not because the other person deserves it, but because forgiveness unchains you. Forgiveness is the key some people never find until the knocking stops and the door remains closed. You might ask, why now? Time is not an enemy, it is a garment that fits differently on different nights. You are on the cusp because the work you have done, even the quiet shadows of it, have been noticed. Small acts have weight in the kingdom I move. Each kindness, each whispered prayer, each morning you rose despite the heaviness, they have been building the pattern that summoned this moment. The 7 minutes are not arbitrary. They are the seam between what has been and what will be. Do not let the seam close. Listen to the inner voice that is not panic but clarity. It will tell you which step to take first. It might be to speak the name of a person, to write a number, to call, to forgive, to leave, to stay. The steps may be small. The vault is opened by 1,000 small obedient acts sewn together by trust. Trust does not compute, trust obeys. I see your questions stacking like stones. Will this change everything? Will I be able to keep it? Will I deserve it? Answer: it will change the shape of things enough for you to recognize movement. You will be offered what you need to steward what arrives. Deserving is not the currency here. Stewardship is. Use well what you receive. Invest in healing, in people, in generosity. Guard against vanity. Remember that the measure by which you are rich is the breadth of your love. Do not let pride slip in as you receive. Archangel Michael warns, pride is a silent thief that dresses itself in gratitude but leaves a hollow where humility should be. Humility keeps you tethered to truth, that every gift is a trust. Walk with humility and fierce gratitude. Gratitude opens doors that wealth alone cannot. There will be naysayers. Some will call you lucky, fortunate, or suspect. Some will feel threatened by doors opening for you because it reminds them of what they believe they lost. Do not make their reaction your measure. Let their words fall away like leaves after rain. Hold to the conviction that what finds you is not to make others small but to teach you how to make room. In the minutes before the vault is revealed, anchor yourself. Breathe. Pray. Speak the short, urgent phrases I place on your lips. I receive, I am ready, use me. Let no other words clog the channel. If doubts rise, gently fold them into your palm and breathe them out. Replace them with the truth that I am with you. Replace them with the sight of the life you long for, not a fantasy but a picture of service, of steady days, of laughter at the right moments, of work that sings and rest that restores. If you fear loss, look to the past and remember what you have already survived. You are not new to endurance. You are new to being known. That is a different kind of trial, being recognized, being held accountable, being asked to flourish. Flourishing requires risking more love. You are worthy of that risk. Hear this plainly: the vault will not solve every ache. It will not erase memory. It will not rewrite the past. But it will give you the resources to live differently within the story you have been given. It will open doors so you can build rooms in your life where healing can take root. It will supply companions and opportunities that are not accidents but appointments. Do not close the door on kindness when you receive. Be generous with your time, your presence, your attention. There will be a temptation to build walls to keep what you gained. Instead, build bridges. Use what comes to pull others forward, not to separate yourself. The measure of this provision will be how it ripples through those you love and those you do not yet know. If you are broken in a place you fear to show, show it. There is strength in transparency that is not exhibitionist but honest. Tell one trusted person, or tell no one, but do not hide every crack. There is power in the map of your wounds when used to guide compassionate action. Your wounds may be the very thing that equips you to help someone else when their vault opens and they do not yet know what to do. I know some of you have been waiting for a sign that you are seen. This is that sign. I am not asking you to perform a perfect faith. I am not asking for theatrical declarations. I am asking for willingness. Willingness is the hinge on which destiny swings. Will you be willing to step even if your knees shake? Will you be willing to act even if you do not see the whole path? Will you be willing to believe that a provision can appear for you because love is not stingy? Archangel Michael presses his hand to your brow and breathes courage into you. He says, "Do not be afraid to claim what I have put in your name. Claim it with humility, with gratitude, with careful hands. Claim it not as an excuse to surround yourself with comforts, but as a tool to accomplish the work your heart knows. The vault's contents will be a means, not an end. Remember this always: what you receive is not only for you. It is a seed. Plant it where fruit will grow. If you hoard it, it will mildew. If you steward it, it will multiply. The true miracle is not automatic abundance. The true miracle is the transformation it brings in you and through you. There will be tests. Tests are not punishments but clarifiers. They will reveal whether you will steward well, whether your soul's muscle will hold under pressure. Be honest when tests come. Learn. Adjust. Keep the core of who you are intact. Do not allow success to rewrite your values. If you fear that others will want to take from you, protect with wisdom. Consult with those who know how to steward well, mentors, financial guardians of integrity, spiritual advisors who speak truth and not flattery. Build a circle that will pray and counsel you. Beware flatterers who will say yes to everything you wish to hear. Wisdom listens to caution and discerns motive. When the vault opens, take a moment to kneel if kneeling is your language of reverence. Thank. Not because you are performing a ritual, but because gratitude anchors humility. Then stand and take the first step of action that faith requires. Action is the visible part of trust. You may wonder, what if I fail? Failures are not erasures. Failures are teachers in strong clothing. Fall and rise. Fall and learn the muscles of better stewardship. No provision is wasted when lessons are taken with it. I will not abandon you in your learning. This is an invitation to a new posture. From this moment, choose to live as someone who expects miracles, not as someone who waits resentfully for them. Expectation is not arrogance. Listen now, deeper still. There are details you will need when the dust settles, and I give them to you so your hands can be steady when the gift arrives. First, keep a sacred ledger. Not every thought needs to be spoken, but write down the clear instructions you receive in the days ahead. The earliest impressions are precious. They are the mapmakers for the next season. Name the things you must do: a call to make, a person to reconnect with, a long-postponed paper to sign, a place to give, a place to rest. Begin the ledger tonight with 3 lines: I will receive, I will steward, I will share. Refer back to it as if your life depends on it, because it does. Second, surround yourself with truth-tellers. A circle of wise, grounded people will be one of your greatest protections. Seek those whose feet are steady and whose mouths are honest. Not yes people. Not idolaters of your gifts. Choose people who will pray, who will speak frankly, and who will hold your feet to the ground when the breeze of praise tempts you toward vanity. The vault's contents will call for counsel. Do not try to be both the architect and the entire crew. Third, set guardrails. Money, opportunity, influence, each is a speed that can sweep you off course if you do not intentionally steer. Decide in advance what you will do with the first portion of any provision. A wise first step is healing. Invest in the emotional and spiritual restoration that money can accelerate. Pay debts that choke your daily joy. Give generously, not because of duty or to attract applause, but because generosity forms a muscle that resists greed. Save prudently. Seek counsel for investments. Protect your household. These are practical acts that honor the sacredness of what you receive. Fourth, keep a rhythm of worship and rest. Do not let busyness be mistaken for significance. The vault is not an excuse to run harder, it is a reason to live more faithfully. Fix times for silence and for gratitude. Let your days become a steady drumbeat of service and Sabbath. Rest is not laziness, it is a sanctified strategy that keeps your mind clear and your decisions wise. Fifth, remember the small ones. There will be people whose lives will be nudged into change because of what comes to you, children, neighbors, the lonely stranger. Notice them. Serve silently when possible. A hand extended without announcement is often the most reverent way to steward a blessing. The vault's power is not just in grand gestures but in thousand quiet mercies. Now hear this about fear. Fear will not only whisper, it will also dress itself in solemn logic. It will draft lists and maps and worst-case scenarios. Do not confuse prudence with paralysis. When fear speaks with spreadsheets and alarms, answer with prayer and a plan. Move forward with both faith and intelligence. The two do not oppose each other, they complete each other. There are also practical snares to watch for: fast promises, flattering counselors who ask for immediate access, schemes that look quick and easy. If something requires secrecy in a way that does not align with integrity, step back. If a proposal sounds too good to be true without verifiable accountability, invite transparency. Ask for written agreements. Consult more than one trusted advisor. The angels rejoice over careful, honest stewardship. You will be tempted to perform, to make your giving or your success a spectacle. Resist the theater. Let your heart's work be unseen when it must be unseen. Let your generosity be practiced like prayer, authentic, private, and sanctified. When you must testify about what has happened, let your testimony be sober and clear, not ornate. The humble voice lasts longer in the ears of the world. As the vault opens, there will be a season of alignment, appointments aligning, doors opening, people showing up at the right time. Expect timing to be odd, sometimes immediate, sometimes delayed by a week or 3. That does not mean it is not happening. Divine timing is not identical to your clock. Keep the ledger. Record each small alignment. They will become a tapestry that you can look back on when doubt visits. I will give you a short prayer you can say now, in these moments, to anchor your spirit. Father, I receive what you give. Make me a wise steward. Guard my heart from pride. Use this for healing, for justice, for mercy. Amen. Speak it aloud. Speak it again. Let your words be a vessel. There will be nights of sleeplessness that follow revelation, nights when decisions seem enormous and your heart wonders if it can bear the responsibility. On those nights sing softly the names of the people you love. Remind yourself of your calling. Call on Archangel Michael, ask for discernment, for protection, for the clarity to say yes and the wisdom to say no. He is not a distant myth, he is an attendant who clears the road and stands with you in the hard choices. Do not be surprised if you are asked to help build systems that will outlive you. Some of what you receive will be seed for structures, places of learning, of shelter, of care. Think beyond your own needs. Plant with the long view. Consider endowments, trusts, community projects that will carry forward when your hands are no longer able. Legacy is formed by consistent, forward-thinking decisions. There will be a kind of internal test. What will wealth do to your prayer life? Will it grow flatter because needs are met, or will it deepen because gratitude accelerates? Choose depth. Let abundance become an amplifier for worship, not a replacement. Ask difficult questions of yourself in quiet hours. Would I worship if this was gone? Would I love if applause faded? Let your answers be the basis for daily discipline. You may be wondering about relationships. How will intimacy fare under the glare of new provision? Let wisdom lead. Watch for those who suddenly arrive with agendas. Invite those you love into transparency. Share boundaries kindly. Protect the heart of your family. If someone grows jealous or fearful, do not answer with anger, answer with conversation and with the steadiness of grace. There will be critics who say this is luck, or a fluke, or something unearned. Let the critics be a measure of your compassion, not of your identity. Speak gently to those who doubt. Show the fruit of stewardship rather than arguing for the miracle. Actions rooted in generosity are the most persuasive sermons. Keep a private covenant with integrity. Write a short statement, 5 lines, that says who you are at your core and how you will use what comes to you. Read it each morning. Let it be your true north. If you fail to keep it, forgive yourself and return. Integrity is regained by immediate confession and correction, not by long excuses. Expect seasons of recalibration. Some dreams you held dear will shift shape, others will arrive with even more beauty than you imagined. Be flexible. Flexibility is not weakness, it is responsiveness to the Spirit's corrections. Celebrate changes as new directions, not as losses. There will be practical paperwork. Be prompt. File taxes, legal documents, registrations, and agreements. Hire professionals with good reputations. Do not attempt to navigate complex legal or financial systems alone. Humble yourself to learn and to ask questions. Preparedness breeds confidence. Now, a final word about identity. Nothing you receive will make you more precious to me or less. Your value is not measured in bank accounts or titles. The vault is a tool, not a title. Remember to pray for those who have not yet received their answer. Pray for wisdom for those you lead. Pray for healing for those whose hands shake with need. Your prayer life will be the engine that keeps everything rightly oriented. When you step forward, speak a short vow aloud. I will steward with humility. I will love without condition. I will give without show. Let these words be a covenant you return to. Repeat them when temptation comes. Repeat them when praise rings. Make them your daily discipline. Receive this now, you are not alone in this. The angels, your ancestors, the silent prayers of strangers who once helped you when you could not help yourself, they are with you. There is a chorus of kindness that has pushed this moment into being. When it arrives, honor that chorus by giving thanks and by continuing the chain of help forward. Finally, and this is urgent, do one physical thing today. Before the 7 minutes close, go to a quiet place, hold your hands open, and whisper, I receive. Take 3 steady breaths. Write one intention on paper, a concrete first use for what will come. Fold that paper and keep it in your ledger. That single act aligns your spirit with the movement already underway. Now go in peace with courage. Walk as someone who expects miracles and plans for them. Walk with gentle hands and wide eyes. Walk with fierce humility and generous feet. The vault is revealed not to satisfy vanity, but to enlarge mercy.